around the boards. Now the Bears get control. Here's a shot from the top of the circle. That's blocked. Backhand shot in on goal is stopped by Frankie Smith. And now a shorthanded chance for Griffin Meyer up the left side. Meyer with a great move. In on goal. Smith makes the save. Griffin Meyer and just his... That was that game where the 87s tied it late and won it in a shootout. But Wilson was phenomenal so far in 22 games. Centering feed just misses the reach of Catalano. Now Meyer takes a shot from the point that deflects wide. Catalano tried to... Now Pearsall gets knocked down on a reverse hit. This will be a penalty coming up against Logan Camilleri. So Frankie Smith will skate to the bench. And here's a stretch pass. Here comes Pearsall again. Thomas Pearsall in on goal. He scores! That one will... Now the Bears take it back. Frankie Smith makes a glove save on a shot from Meyer. Now a chance for the Bears. And a backhand shot stopped by Frankie Smith. It was a breakaway for Michael Catalano. He went to the backhand, and Frankie Smith makes a great pad save to keep it 1-0. Shots he faced back on December 13th. And that win over the Union Junior Thunder, that was a 3-0 victory. And he comes up big on that breakaway from... So we listen to the announcement on that goal. Thomas from Thomas Alvarado looking to start the breakout. Pass intercepted, and a turnaround shot from Zimmer goes wide. It bounces out in front. Smith with a big save. It bounced right to Griffin Meyer. Tried to roof it on the backhand, and Frankie Smith snares it with the glove. So far in this first period, here's a shot from the point, and that's an easy glove save there for Smith as he denies Winston Sweet. Bears have control again. Taken along by Mouchon. Keeps it just inside the blue line. Now he dishes it off. Here's a shot from Sweet that's stopped and held by Smith. A 3-on-2 now. Harrison chasing after the pass, but it's swept away by Frankie Smith.
The direction, at least from, I believe from the officials, but at the very least from the online stat sheet that Sergei Sherikov had received, get out.
Okay, thank you so much for the clarification there, Chris. And Frankie Smith makes another blocker save. Also notice that the Sweet with a cross-ice pass. It went through the crease and no one was home for the Bears. But now centering feed. Murray trying to move in. Behind the net. By Krish. That one didn't even go on goal. Great recovery there from Alexander Krish. And now this is worked out in front of the net. Couple of players whacking away, including Griffin Meyer. 6:34 left in regulation. A 3-0 lead for the 87s. Here's a shot from the point and a good save by Frankie Smith as Bryce Holden had Nathan Moore was tied up with Meyer. Those two separate. As it's taken across by Mouchon, and a shot gets parried away by Smith.
This is a good play by Smith.
So we are back to full strength right now. Here's a giveaway. Frankie Smith got back to his post. Ryan Melrose had a great chance, but he couldn't stuff it in. Something to get them going. Martinez leaves it for Wilson at the blue line. Takes a shot that's punched away by Smith, and time will expire, serving the penalty for Moore. Get that clarification in a second as a centering feed goes all the way across. Frankie Smith actually got a piece with his stick or roughing. It's a shot from the point blocked. Another shot stopped by Frankie Smith. That went all the way across. At the point, pass was blocked by Lisianka, but now this goes down low. Here's a sharp angle shot saved by Smith. Rebound pops loose, and Smith made another save off of Griffin Meyer. Now Harrison gets it in front for Meyer. Pass cleanly. Now Harrison with a sharp angle shot. Pad save by Smith. The onrushing Marin. Smith makes a pad save on a bouncing shot. It's one back to Meyer, and Meyer swung it across as Catalano was unable to hold it, but Wilson is the only one there. Flutters the pass to O'Connell on the left side. Pad save by Smith. Gets the rebound, too, on Ryan Melrose, and now it's cleared.
Well, but just clearing pucks off the doorstep with a potential open net, and Frankie Smith with a couple of big saves tonight.
Harrison's shot gets deflected out of play from Zimmer, deflected off his shin pad. Kept in by Sweet, straddles the blue line, gets a shot through traffic. Smith the save. It was sitting at the side of the goal. Now Krish lost it. This is banked ahead for Harrison. Short-handed break. Here's Harrison from the right side with the shot. Frankie Smith makes the save. Great back very much, but they have had a fair share of grade A opportunities. Maybe not as much as the 87s, but not from a lack of effort. I think it also just speaks to how good of a game Frankie Smith has had today. Good to know that it was nothing too major. Now Wilson takes a shot. Save made by Smith, and Alvarado will take. Nardelli came out of his crease to play the puck, and that's where he and Kuhlenbeck collided. There was a little bit of pushing and shoving right there at the buzzer, but hopefully that's the end of it. Now we'll get